इवनिंग फ्रेंड्स, स्टडी विद पाला इंजीनियरिंग एंड जर्नल जियोलॉजी परवीन सिंह बुक। हमारा चैप्टर 16 चल रहा है जो कि स्ट्रेटिग्राफी ऑफ इंडिया है और हम उसके तहत कार्बोनिफेरस सिस्टम पढ़ चुके हैं। अब पर्मियन सिस्टम को शुरू कर रहे हैं। तो पर्मियन सिस्टम में कश्मीर में भी भाग आता है। तो इन कश्मीर rocks of Permian's age are developed at a few places over the so-called Gangopteris and beds and go by the names G1 series. The series is composed of highly fossiliferous limestones and cells. Fossils yielded from this series includes varieties of brachiopods, ammonites, lamellibranch and polyzoa, all of which suggest a Permian's age for the series. Permian rocks are also developed in the forms of a chain of inlays extending from Reshai to Poonch in Jammu province. And typical rocks are limestones which are unfossiliferous in character. These limestones are quite frequently mineralized, the ores being polymetallic sulfides of lead, copper, zinc and iron. Salt range rock of Permo-Carboniferous age are widely developed in Salt Range, Pakistan, where they overlies directly and conformably on the salt pseudomorph cells of Cambrian age. The Permo-Carboniferous sequence of Salt Range is a vast thickness of sandstone in the lower parts and limestone in upper parts. The limestones are highly fossiliferous. The upper Carboniferous rock are represented by speckled sandstone series which overlies the salt pseudomorph cells and are overlain by the product limestone of Permian age. The product limestone series is itself a great thickness of limestones of more than 250 meter and has been differentiated into three distinct subdivisions: the lower, middle and upper products limestones as given in table. Permo-Carboniferous of Salt Range. So products limestone 250 meter, speckled sandstone 250 meter. तो अनकन्फर्मिटी है, बोल्डर कॉन्ग्लोमरेट बेड है, कन्यूलेरिया बेड्स हैं, स्पेकल्ड सैंडस्टोन बेड्स है, यूरेलियन एज है और लाइमस्टोन्स में अम्ब स्टेज है और लोअर प्रोडक्ट काथा स्टेज आर्टिस्कियन, लाइमस्टोन्स विर्जिल स्टेज, मिडिल प्रोडक्ट काला बाग स्टेज पंजाबियन and this limestones Jabi stage, Kunda Ghat stage and the upper products Chiduru stage and Thuringian. So salt pseudomorph cells Cambrian age नीचे बेस में टेबल के. A brief description of various stage is given below. So boulder beds, these forms the lowermost layers resting over the denuded Cambrian rocks and indicating a well-defined conformity. Their glacial origin is well established. Speckled sandstones, this series is composed of cells, sandstone and clay. The lower parts of the series is fossiliferous and has yielded connularia. Hence, the names of the sandstones resting above are of bluish and shades and spotted and speckled in appearance. Product limestones. This group of Permian rocks is composed of calcareous sandstone in the lower part, which differ a great deal in fossils contains from the speckled sandstones over which it lies. Typical fossils of lower products are products Cora, Spiralis. In the middle products, limestone series, the rocks are mostly crinoidal and Curtis limestones with the typical fossils of product lineatus. The upper products comprises a small thickness of arenaceous rocks, chiefly sandstones with some beds of limestone and carboniferous cells, and products indicus in the characteristic fossils of this series. The Mesozoic group. Introductions at the ends of Paleozoic era, that is sometimes in upper Carboniferous mountain building. Activities of a semi-global scale is though to have acted on the planet. This orogeny, known as Hershey was responsible for a lot of change in the distribution of land and sea in different parts of the earth, including India, Australia, South America, South Africa, Madagascar, and Antarctica. This ancient continent, believed to have continued from early Mesozoic to late Mesozoic and known as the Gondwana land, formed one types of environment of depositions for the Mesozoic that were mostly of shallow water and lacustrine types. These land masses were broadly connected with each other and almost unrestricted flora and faunal migrations was possible. So in the extra-peninsular India's however marine phase had set in during the same period, indicated by the Tethys, presently represented partially by Himalayas. The Tethys Sea continued to receive sediments for most of the part of Triassic and Jurassic eras and preserved them faithfully. However, towards the end of Cretaceous periods, waters from the Tethys Sea started migrating towards the Indian Sea and thereby gradually creating shallow water conditions. So as a result of these tectonic change, the records of Mesozoic group in Indian geology are conveniently studied under two main groups: the marine deposit of extra-peninsular Tethys Himalayas and the shallow water deposit of peninsular India. The Gondwana groups, the distribution is not totally exclusive, and we come across marine Mesozoic rocks in peninsular India at places and shallow water deposits of the same size in extra peninsula. The Mesozoic of Tethys Himalayas distributions and almost complete succession of Mesozoic rocks are seen developed in different parts of the Himalayas, such as Ladakh, Kashmir, Spiti, Lahul, A.M.I.E, and also in Chamba, Himachal Pradesh. And we shall describe below the typical exposures of the main systems, that is Triassic, Jurassic, and Cretaceous system, with respect to their types, areas, and where these have been studied best. The Triassic system, Spiti. Definition: this is the basal system of the Mesozoic group and succeeded the Permian rock in Salt Range, Spiti, and Kashmir. It is of a marine origin. The most perfect development of the system's rock is Spiti is in Lelang, and hence the Triassic of Spiti is sometimes also referred as the Lelang system. Lithology: the Triassic rock of Spiti consists chiefly of limestone, and shells and quartzite are found in the upper zone of the system. The limestone and shells are of variable colors and characters as follows of variable fossils contained. Classifications: the Triassic of Spiti has been divided into three main group: the lower, the middle, and the upper Triassic, corresponding exactly to Bunter, मुशेलकॉक एंड क्यूपर डिवीजन, ये टिपिकल नेम है उस एरिया के, डिवीजन ऑफ द यूरोपियन ट्राइसिक सिस्टम. दीज थ्री ग्रुप्स आर फर्दर सब डिवाइडेड इंटू जोन्स एज गिवन बिलो. बंटर, मुशेलकॉक, कैंपुर. तो कैंप अच्छे खासे टफ है. एंड 160 मीटर. ऑटोसिरस जोन, ऑफिसिरस जोन, मिकोसिरस जोन, एंड हेडेंटोस्ट्रोरेमिया जोन लोअर ट्राइसिक में है. और आपका मुशेलकॉक में है बेसल मुशेलकॉक, लोअर मुशेलकॉक, एंड अपर मुशेलकॉक, एंड डोनेला सेल लाइमस्टोन डोनेला मिडिल ट्राइसिक. हेलो बियास बेड्स क्यूपर में, और ग्रे सेल बेड्स, ट्रोपाइट्स बेड्स, जुवेवाइट बेड्स, मोनोटिसेल्स एंड क्वार्ट्जाइट एंड लाइमस्टोन अपर ट्राइसिक. तो लाइफ क्या है? The Triassic rock of Spiti are known to the paleontologists of the world because of their richness in typical Triassic fauna. Amongst the most important fossils following are mentioned only for example sake: Orthosiris, Wudo, Worleys, and Ophiceres, and Sukuntala, Micoceras, Vara, Aspiditas, species, and Hedden, Mia, species, Rinconelas, Grey, Sbochi, and Spiriferas, Chits, and Donella, लोमेली स्प्री जेरास ह्यूनिका स्केली ट्रिगोनोलिस जोनाइट्स टेना मेनेसिस हेलोबिया कोमाटा ट्रेची सीरीज स्पीसीज एंड सो ऑन। थैंक यू, प्लीज सपोर्ट इट। और हार्ड वर्ड की प्रैक्टिस राइटिंग के साथ भी करिएगा, जो मुझे अभी भी प्रॉब्लम होती है। खैर काफ़ी समय बाद इस तरह से डिटेल में बुक रीड कर रही हूँ आपकी खातिर। ठीक है, प्लीज़ सपोर्ट इट।